Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Don't start with that, actually. Sorry. You can cut that out.
What was that?
That was why we watched Troll 2 again last night. I love the moment when the he asks him if they've got any eggs, and the shopkeeper just goes, "Ah!" really loudly, you know?
I didn't hear what you did because of the
That's
noise
fine.
suppression, but
That's okay. You'll hear it when you edit it.
yeah. I'll get that joke later.
Max, I have a great new idea. We need to get in touch with Freddie Wong ASAP. And this
Oh,
great new
really?
idea you already know about because we did the joke yesterday when we were watching the
Yeah.
sequel to Video Game High School, Video Game Hospital.
Yeah. It
would make a
great
good
idea.
spiritual successor because the acronym is still the same as VGH.
You're right. Would that
You
be
do
confusing?
VGH2.
Wouldn't it be confusing then?
No, because Video Game High School is VGHS.
Oh yeah, high school, and so yeah, VGH.
Whereas this is VGH, Video Game Hospital.
People think it's a
No, this man's head is caved in. A plumber jumped on it. We need a one-up shroom stat.
yeah.
We need a one-up mushroom.
yeah.
Get the mushroom department. Get them to fill out the form so we can requisition a one-up shroom.
Get me a golden question mark block, and then he hits it, and then jumps out, and then intern walks into it. He's like, "Oh, I'm clumsy because I'm a clumsy intern or whatever, doctor or whatever," and he gets big. You know,
I need 50 rings
yeah,
for Sonic. I need 50 cc's of rings
Yeah.
for Sonic because he just got hit by Eggman. And he's dying.
There's a
He was
cool
underwater for too long, and we heard
long.
most of the song.
There's
Yeah.
There is a dilemma episode where Eggman comes in sick,
Yeah.
and they get a
Oh, and they're like, "Do we save Eggman?
Do
If
we-
we let Eggman die,
colon cancer.
Sonic's life is fine."
Colon cancer.
cancer.
Yeah, unfortunate, you know.
How would you feel if you were watching Video Game Hospital and after 4 episodes of the most hacky like video game melody jokes, it was just like, "Sorry, Dr. Robotnik, but we found a hard lump in your prostate.
Oh, no,
We believe you have."
it's all
believe
from
you have
sitting
prostate
in eating too many. I don't know. He doesn't eat because you get that from eating red
I
meat.
don't think you see him. Huh?
Yeah, it gives you like
Fucking everything gives you cancer, right?
it's like anything that is hard to digest and stuff. It gives you like.
Is pork red
high-
meat? Does pork count as red meat? I'm never sure.
So I don't think so. I
I
think
don't
it's
really
like
eat a lot of red meat, to be
it's
honest.
like cow, right? Isn't
I
it
think
like
that's why
cow?
I'm so soy. No, I know cow is red meat. I'm asking
Yeah.
about pig.
I'm not sure.
Pig.
I think pig is softer. That's why it's like even in texture.
Pig is like middle road.
yeah.
It's like kind of red meat. It's kind of
It gives you a little bit of cancer, but
kind
not
of
as
white
much.
meat.
But yeah, Eggman gets cancer. You know,
That's so
and
sad.
He's like, is Sonic gonna share his rings with him? You know,
What would the rings do?
and then.
What are the rings gonna do?
And then Sonic is that ring donor. That's what it's you know, it's a thing, you know. It's a ring. He's a ring donor, and he's the only one that can donate his rings to Eggman, you know. And he's like, I can't do it, you know. He's done so much.
We did a test on rings,
Yeah.
and he's the only ring match.
Yeah, and he's like, this man's done so much wrong to me, evil, you know. I've seen him do. What does he do? He turns animals into machines, right?
He like puts
Or
like little
something.
baby animals into robots.
And it's and it's awesome because you also get the Pit reference because you got Ogilvy in the Pit in the new season.
You
and
kept
Sonic
bringing
the
that.
Hedgehog.
Every single
is
time they
called
mentioned that intern's
Ogilvy.
name, you were like talking about Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff. What
Yeah.
is it? Remind me again. Why did you keep bringing it up?
Because it's a dumb joke. I've seen it somewhere, and it's in a comic book. where it's like, actually, I'm Ogilvy, but don't tell anyone, you know? Sonic the Hedgehog says that.
full name is Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Maurice, that's what it is, yeah. I don't know.
This is what
Ogilvy.
Ken Penders decided was Sonic's real name in the Archie comics. It's a Ken Penders thing, okay?
Yeah, well, you know.
It's a stupid Ken Penders dude.
Yeah. Well,
Ogilvy. It's a good name.
Ogilvy.
Ogilvy.
What else?
Ogilvy
What
Maurice.
It's
Master Chief can come in. Maybe he's like he can't get out of the suit, or so he's erectile dysfunction.
yeah, erectile dysfunction. It can't power his suit anymore because
Yeah,
he can't
yeah,
come
yeah,
into
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Of course, 'cause
exactly.
that's
and
how it works.
Cortana's always there in his ear, going like, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
is it me? Am I the problem? Is that why I can't get
it's like I find you attractive.
I need to
Chief,
lose some
you know?
cyber weight."
Yeah, I find you attractive, Chief. It's just in your mind, you know. It's in your
all in your
mind.
mind, Chief.
It's all in your mind.
Performance anxiety.
It's a performance anxiety thing.
It sounds a
It's
lot
like,
less like the Pit and more like video game scrubs.
I've
you know?
destroyed the Covenant. No, he doesn't. I don't know Halo lore, and I can't destroy my inability to remain erect.
My impotence.
My impotence. You know.
I wish I could gun down my impotence with a ghost plasma rifle, but god damn it, I can't.
Yeah,
I guess I just need to buck up.
My impotence.
Take a Viagra every now and then.
If
It helps. You don't need to be ashamed, people.
My impotence has too much overshield. You know.
Oh,
Can't
but
break
it's like
through.
a way, but they recommend he takes like a Viagra and they take out in the little blue pill is like a Mega Man E-Tank. That's dude. This is gonna go crazy in 2011. This is gonna go so crazy when we time travel back in time and hook up with Freddie Wong.
Okay, are the patients the characters like the video
Because the patients.
Is it only, or are the doctors that are also video game characters? It's all humans then. Okay.
So no, what you usually do in a show like this
Usually
is you have every episodic character is like a well-known video game character.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
get like Pikachu, you know. You get
Doom Guy.
Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah.
Firebrand from Ghosts and Goblins. All the Ghosts and Goblins characters.
It's like they gotta.
And then the doctors are like OC video game characters. We have like a Legend of Zelda Link pastiche. It's like a
Okay.
mute doctor, you know. And he's got like a white tunic on and a white hat.
And you break spots,
And a
of
big
course.
scalpel.
Yeah.
The master scalpel. He's the
That's all-
surgeon.
he's a surgeon.
Oh my
Okay,
god. He's
awesome.
the surgeon. And he's got
Okay.
the master scalpel. That's genius.
This is. So he's just a guy pretending to be Link. He doesn't
No,
look like Link.
it's a pastiche.
Okay.
He's our own original character, but it's very clear that we were like, we need generic video game characters. Here's a Link type guy. We'll get a super buff Call of Duty man. He can be one of the guys. Maybe a princess, you know, like
Yeah.
a princess doctor.
Yeah, they could.
And a sports character, like an NBA, FIFA type
There's a.
lady. I don't know.
There's like a generic wizard, but
Yeah,
he's from like.
yes.
But the thing is that people can't name the properties from. He's like, you know where I'm from. Like that's the joke is that
That's
he's
the
like
gag.
always
Is that
like,
he's like
you know
nobody
where I'm
ever
from.
knows where he's from.
or yeah, but he's like
But
the
he
most
thinks everybody
generic
knows.
wizard. Yeah, he's like the most generic wizard.
Like a big triangular wizard.
Yeah, literally, yeah,
Long robe, long white robe, white hat,
and a staff. Yeah,
blue beard.
yeah. It's like my iconic bird. Can't you tell? You know, he's like, you know, like, and there's like, turns out he's like there's like a tragic backstory to it. You know,
Pac-Man comes in, eating disorder, right?
awesome. Yeah, it's such a serious show too.
It's so
explore
easy as well. It's like really easy to write.
You can explore so many, like, you can be really funny, but you can also get really serious and explore really,
It's like Scrubs, you know. You can do really stupid jokes,
Yes.
but then every now and then you
Yeah.
have the sad music comes on, and JD is like, "Your
Mm-hmm.
child exploded in a car crash.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
awesome,
We tried
yeah.
to save him, but he was mush.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't do it."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
It cuts to
and
that
then
break.
his voiceover is like, "Sometimes you have to tell a parent that their child has turned into mush, and it's really hard for doctors to do that." But
Yeah.
video games,
In video game, yeah.
oh man, we're gonna
Sometimes
make a
it's
killing when we invent the time
Yeah.
machine, man.
Yeah, the
gonna be
voiceover
so
is
good.
like, sometimes you just need a little bit more XP to level up or something like that. I don't know.
Man, yes,
something
yes.
dumb like that.
Yes, rare
It's like,
candies.
there's a scene where a guy is dying, but then they realize it's like, we can't stop it. Something like he's got too many conditions on him that are tanking his health. But they realize his XP is like 99 out of 100, and they know if he hits that, he gets all his
It's
HP
that.
back.
And they let him run through the ward killing Goombas. Like, just Goombas who are like, "My knee kind of hurts. Can you?"
Yeah.
And he comes over and he stabs him and he gets the experience.
No. It's a Goomba that's terminally ill. So they're like,
And
you might as well
it's like
be...
donation. It's like organ donating.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and it clears off all the debuffs.
And he's like, and then they realize it's like, they do a moment of silence for the Goomba because he sacrificed himself, Let's appreciate
like a
this
beautiful
Goomba.
moment.
It's a beautiful moment when you think he's squashed. He's like flat, but he's like, the Goomba's flat and they're like, head down. The guy that's alive
Dead.
now.
He's just like dead.
He was flat.
They're just standing around him solemnly, and you're supposed to take it really
serious. Yeah,
But the guy's all better.
Yeah,
What's he from? Is he from like it's like Dovahkiin or something? Maybe.
Yeah, it could be Dovahkiin or something. But
Dovahkiin.
I am afraid that this is like might have been in like Wreck-It Ralph or something at one point.
I did not. No, because they had the first movie, and that was all about the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the second movie, they decided, fuck it, it's about the internet now, and everybody hated it. So
Everybody hates the internet nowadays.
I don't think we have to worry about
Do you
that.
think Wreck-It Ralph, the second one, would have AI slop if it had been made today?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well,
I don't see why it wouldn't.
welcome
Do
everybody.
jokes about it. Welcome
To
to
the-
Dead Ensigns.
I'm gonna
the
cough while you
soon-to-be-
do the intro.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. The soon-to-be owners of the world's greatest intellectual property video game hospital,
Yeah,
co-owned by Freddie Wong. We're getting in touch with him.
yeah, we're calling him right
If you
now.
know, if you're listening to this and you know him, tell him to give us a ring. We got the next big thing. Have you ever watched Video Game High School?
No,
I haven't either.
I've been for some reason I have the Starfleet Academy page on IMDb open, and it just has a trailer for the what's that like the animated movie with the Gigantus, like the lady that gets big, and there's like a blob and stuff.
Fucking, it's a DreamWorks film.
Safe Green,
Monsters versus Aliens.
Monsters versus Aliens. Yeah, why is that particularly playing the trailer for
I
it?
don't fucking know.
On the Starfleet Academy page. I don't know. I just caught it. And I was
On
like, why is it-
Wikipedia?
No, on Starfleet the IMDb page for it.
Oh, on the fucking Memory Alpha or whatever.
yeah.
It's
Yeah. No. Like on the IMDb, you got the trailer
called.
for the
Fucking
show.
IMDb.
You know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Monster versus Aliens.
To answer your
yeah.
question, I don't know.
No.
Shall we launch straight into Star? How's your week otherwise, Max? Let's just go.
It's been fine. I've been recovering from my ills. As
You were really sick. Like, I don't know when you edited it, but were you listening back and going, "Holy shit, I sound terrible"?
Yeah, I sounded even worse later on. Like, you know,
I'm sure you
like
did, dude. You were talking for like an hour.
Yeah, and I was slowly giving up. Yeah, it was very funny how my voice was getting worse and worse, and there was a point where I really like was straining my voice to continue talking. Man. It was, you know, I'm dedicated. That's what I can tell myself is I'm dedicated.
You're a great MC. I'm Ben, and this is Max. I don't know if I said that, by the way.
I would make for a great Starfleet officer. That's what I would
you
say.
would. I mean, in comparison to some of the schmucks they've got in this damn TV show now.
They're
Can
fucking
you believe
geniuses.
how unprofessional they are? Holy moly.
I would be the type of character that's like, he's not very good at anything, but then he has a great sacrifice that the world would have probably been destroyed, and everyone appreciates that. But it's like a way to just kind of get him out of the way. Like, we don't really know how to write this guy anymore. It's like, he does this huge thing and saves everybody, you know? He stays in a reactor core and hugs it, and that cushions the explosion, you know? Mm-hmm. That's what I would be in this Star Trek show.
I'm the super mutant on the side going, "Oh, my friend, this is your destiny."
Yeah, this is my... And I go like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I understand that fully, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Well, you know, I guess that's what I get.
Do you do anything? You do anything awesome, though?
No, I've watched Red Sonja, but it's like really not worth talking about. Like,
that's a shame.
I was thinking about just like these sort of movies, like, you know, they're not because you when I think of like that movie, I think of like Deathstalker and like
grimy 80s fantasy,
like costume stuff, and also like comparably the mirror of it, the sci-fi stuff, you know, where they would just have like a grimy sci-fi version of those movies, you know, and how I feel like I think we're just past that time. Like, you can't make those movies anymore. The only hopeful thing I am is that oh god, what was that movie called, the comedy with the demon like alien? That Psycho Gorman, the new movie that they're making. Is it literally Deathstalker?
Yeah, you
that
said it, Deathstalker.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that Deathstalker is gonna kind of do it well, you know, doing that genre well.
I mean, Psycho Gorman was pretty well done. So,
that's why, you know, because Psycho Gorman was just a really good comedy and just really well made, you know, and well written. But with this, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the charm isn't there. You got so much CGI in those sort of movies. And even looking at the like outfits and stuff, and you look at it and you're like, this just feels so cheap, you know? Like that minimum has risen, you know? You know, like you have like I was thinking, it's like, oh, you have a Cyclops in this, you know? And he's like a CGI monster, you know, like a huge CGI. Sure. And it's like, whatever, but in the back in the day, you probably just had like a guy. They would just find that
prosthetic.
Exactly.
That had like one eye.
Yeah, exactly, and do a little bit of like maybe stop motion, like have little motors inside that would have grimaced or something like that. And it's just, there's like a lot more charm to that, you know, compared to this. And like, oh my god, there was this like fort. And it was like, it was, you know, supposed to be like this fantasy fort, and it looked like fucking, it was made out of 2x4s from B&Q. And I just couldn't get out. Like, it just, that's where I was just when I looked at it, that's where I was thinking, you know. It was, yeah, but not really worth seeing, you know. But I'm looking forward to the Deathstalker. We'll see how that compares, you know. Is that genre dead? Can you do those sort of movies? You know, we'll see. But what about you? What have you seen before?
Not too much. I did watch the new 28 Years Later, but we'll talk about that properly. We'll talk about the Bone Temple.
Yeah.
The Temple of Bone.
Because
once you've seen it.
I've been, a good boy. I've been staying at home, but I go
very
into a
noble of
movie. I go into a movie theater, and then the rage virus. That's where it starts. All the people in the theater with me are gonna start.
It would be quite funny, wouldn't it,
It-
to have started in a movie like that?
and I would be like, oh no, how ironic, of me having started a outbreak in the movie about a world.
I don't know if
an
it's
outbreak.
ironic. I think it's more coincidental.
Coincidental,
Fitting.
yeah, I guess.
Ironic would be if it was a movie about stopping
The guy, yeah,
the zombies, stopping the infection, and then that's
Yeah.
where the infection started. That would be ironic.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a double bill, and I saw 28 Years Later before it again. Third time I'd seen it, and I have to be honest now. I think it's fair because at the time, after having seen it, I was thinking, I really love this movie, but myself, I put myself on this. I think people are really susceptible to recency bias these days for some reason.
yeah,
And I include myself in that. I'm often very susceptible to recency bias. But now we're like 7 months out or something from it, and having rewatched other stuff that I liked in that year more recently as well. I got it. 28 Years Later just did it for me, and and it honestly makes me so sad that like this movie is seen as like a bad movie by a lot of people.
what the second one? The second one,
No,
or
the new
first?
one, the original, the last one.
Okay, the last. Okay,
No, I'm
that's
not talking
weird.
about Bone Temple. Bone Temple
Okay,
is
yeah,
not.
okay.
I'm talking because we'll talk about that when you've seen it. Because I've got mixed things to say. I liked it a lot, but I've got mixed things to say about it in comparison.
Okay.
But 28 Years Later, I think it is just. We talked about it at the time, but it's just such a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
You know.
It with the recency bias, yeah. I also noticed that like it does seem like, and there was a lot of good movies coming out this like last year, I guess. And you had like, is
It was a good year for
did
movies.
Sinners come out last year? Or am I
Yeah,
just
man. Sinners was last year.
Yeah, it was Sinners, and people were like, "This is the best movie." And then one battle after another came out. No, this is the best movie. Oh, this is the best.
And
movie.
there's still a couple things
And
left
there-
to see in this country.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Testament
like,
of Anne Lee looks pretty good. I've heard a lot
yeah,
of people.
and it's like,
Need to see Hamlet as well.
I don't know, like I love movies in general, and like ranking them of like
We
this
love
is the
movies,
best
people.
things. We are the general media podcast, and you could consider a movie a general media. Yeah, I just don't like saying like this is the best thing I've seen. I think in general, and because I think like you said, it's like the recency bias really kicks in when you go like this is the best, sort of thing.
I mean it as a person. I'm not saying it was the number one best film, but for me at least, I think it was the best thing I saw last year. And that's not to say that it's a very close second. I feel like Sinners, and then One Battle After Another is tricky because although it's like really really good, it's like the middle of the pack for
Okay.
Paul Thomas Anderson films in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like it's a difficult one because although I really like it, I feel like I don't know. Either way, my main point was going to be that there's something about 28 Years Later that's just like it gets to my bones when I see people, my own bone temple.
Your bone temple, yeah. My body is my
When
bone
I
temple.
see people talk about it, that it's like the movie didn't make it. This was a boring movie,
Yeah,
This was no good zombie movie,
you're getting
This movie
angry.
was stupid. None of it. I do have to be a bit like it's just a movie, man. I don't have to worry. I don't need to get that invested in it. But 28 Years Later, like really, I don't know. It makes me sad that it gets misunderstood, and misread and overlooked because of that. So I think it is just. I mean, the story is beautiful, but then also like the editing of the movie and the composition and it being the way it's shot on iPhone and everything, just Danny Boyle's direction in general is so unique.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing else looked like that last year, especially as like a big studio film.
I appreciate that movie for how much it plays around with editing, and it's like it just fun, No, on top of that,
Exactly.
like being a very touching, hopeful and beautiful story.
It's like
you
such a
know,
fucking
it's
beautiful-
it's
God damn.
it's a very real kind of, for being in a world full of zombies. It's such a like applicable, like
Yeah.
experience. I don't know.
The Academy Awards don't matter, but this is probably the first movie in a long time where I felt like, I mean, they're not out yet, so it could be, but if it were a Just World, I feel like it for me at least, I feel like it could be up for almost anything that is it can apply to,
Number one,
like it wouldn't be able to win Best Short Film, obviously, but like it's fucking music, screenplay, directing,
best foreign film.
cinematography, acting, multiple acting awards for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could get Best International in terms of
Yeah.
the Academy Awards for sure.
Because all the people go like this. They're talking like this.
Yeah. They go,
Oi, oi.
all right, Spike,
Right,
Spike,
spoik.
Spike,
And all the Americans are like, what are they
stay
saying?
away from that Dr. Kelson.
Yeah.
He's mental.
I don't understand. I need subtitles for this.
Insane, Spike. He's insane. Gonna go out and get a zombie Spike.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, but otherwise, I don't know. I played a bit of Hightail that came out. It was fun. I like it. It's early, and it's interesting because although it doesn't have as much as Minecraft, because
Yeah,
Minecraft's been going for fucking like
Yeah,
nearly 20
exactly.
years. It does have like enough that once they really start to get going with it, I don't know. It could be a
Yeah, that's what I'm.
a better alternative.
That's what I'm thinking of. Is like it is. It will be interesting to see the development of this game because it does get because currently it's out. People are playing what's already in the game. Like I feel like a good
And
example
modding it as well.
and
Lots
modding
of mods.
it,
Apparently, mods
yeah.
are like not too hard to get involved in. And
Yeah,
so
having a good
building.
mod framework and stuff like that built into your game is a big life extender for video games nowadays. Like Minecraft, one of the reasons why Minecraft is still played is because it has an extensive modding community. You can turn that game into anything you want, really, any experience you want. Like Vintage Story also has a huge modding community, and the mods are really easy to install. And unlike Minecraft, so Minecraft you need a mod loader or some kind. There's a little bit more finicky. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how development will go, because you might get like, for example, like I don't want to harp on them, but like a Helldiver 2 situation where they start rolling stuff out and suddenly they realize that a lot of the base they built isn't as extendable as they thought it is, and there's bugs on top of bugs on top of bugs, and that's the unfortunate thing. It's really hard to get out of that once you see the development going, but hopefully you'll be fine, We'll see how it goes. It's always fun to have another huge kind of platform game out there, especially a creative one like that. I imagine it's a little bit more like
very affordable.
It's like more like Terraria, right? Where you do like bosses
it's a
and
heavier
stuff.
adventure aspect, I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that sort of stuff isn't really in the game at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think the plan is like there's multiple weapon types you can use and stuff, and they all have a different feel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of enemy like levels, I suppose. Like there's a lot of like zombie-ish skeleton guys that just have like swords and stuff, but as you go further out from the spawn, a lot of them will have like different weapons and be tougher and start doing other things, like they'll start blocking and stuff. They don't block early on, but then they start blocking. So there's a lot of that.
It's like
I think the world generation is pretty nice as well. The designs of a lot of like canned areas, like forts and caves and stuff are quite nice. But then also the actual environments themselves are very nicely designed. I don't know. I want to play more, and I'm looking forward to playing more, and I'm looking forward to it updating.
Yeah.
Not much else to say about it at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see how it continues in terms of development. But yeah, I've been playing way too much Outlast Trials currently.
Oh yeah.
It's unfortunate. Is it did hit my little niche that I love, which is co-op games, PvE co-op games. You know, like I played a shit ton of Helldivers 2 when it came out.
Yeah.
And I have like hundreds of hours in that game because I just love cooperating with people on our objective.
You must have close to 1,000 in Helldivers, right?
Let's have a look. I could have a look at it now.
Find out right now.
Helldivers reveal.
Helldivers 2, I personally got 160.
I have 633 hours, so not
That's quite a
1,000.
lot.
But it's
Closer
it's
to
definitely
1,000 than nothing.
it's definitely a game that's one of the higher games that I have in terms of hour numbers. But Outlast really did hit my little niche of like cooperating and with other people. It's such a weird game, you know. It has like that entire. I really it does a really cool trick of like really the theme of it, you know, the idea of your MK Ultra, like, you know, sleeper agent, you know, like the entire trials, right, is the final product is a sleeper agent. That's what you become, right? And it does kind of mirror that, you know, as a player playing the game, you know. You become desensitized to the violence that you're seeing on the screen, like your character does. You know, it is a very fun little kind of like not message, but like a equivalency of you playing a video game where a guy is getting his like eyes
kind
poked
of a
out.
meta narrative.
Yeah, meta narrative. There you go. Of like, you know.
You're
Programming yourself in a way where you become so adept at playing the game that it's like these horrible things that happen. You're grinding people up or like, you know, torturing people through a series of objectives, you know, and it's like they become nothing to you at one point. It is interesting, but and on top of that, I really enjoy the gameplay of like cooperating with people, you know, on things, and it is funny how all the horror kind of you could become dull to it at a certain point, you know, or it's you know, it's a Outlast like kind of framework, right? It's supposed to be a scary game, right? Yeah. And it just becomes a thing, you know. It isn't scary anymore. It's just like a aesthetic, right? It's not it doesn't elicit the fear reaction in you anymore, like. Yeah. And like a sleeper agent of some sort, you know. But you know, I don't know. I'll be probably playing some more with the. I've been playing on my own, unfortunately, because one of our friends, his internet sucks, and he gets disconnected all the time, you know. And he's getting his internet fixed, and he knows.
Pointing a finger at the screen.
I'm pointing a finger at his ear because he's probably listening to it right now, you know, through the ear, through his earbud.
I'm giving you a wet willy.
Yeah,
your headphones, right?
yeah, exactly. You know, but yeah, that's where I've been kind of like enjoying playing. But
well, you know what we've both been not enjoying.
Yeah.
Star Trek. Starfleet Academy. Finally.
The Academy.
A new Star Trek is here. It's so here.
Yeah.
It's so very here, you know, and right now. And it's current. It feels current, doesn't it? The dialogue.
I guess it feels
dialogue,
current.
It feels current. It feels modern. To the year 3200. Or 3,300, 32nd century. So it would be 3100, right? 3100, the year 3100. Sequel to Discovery is finally here. We've got Holly Hunter, Invisible Woman.
Yeah,
She's
true.
playing our new captain? Principal?
Yeah, I guess she's like a dean. I don't know, like
she is a captain.
She's named a captain.
in
Yes,
the show.
she is named as a captain.
Nala Ake is a captain.
Ake.
Half Lanthanite. What is it, Lanthanite again? Lanthanites were introduced in the person of Chief and Pilia in the first episode of the Star Trek second season. It's apparently like the Pelia, you know, the Pelia from fucking not Discovery, Strange New Worlds, you know?
Oh,
Old
yeah,
lady.
yeah.
She's half that.
Well,
And I'm
so
sure
she's
they're
like
gonna, because they're
genetically
like
engineered. Yeah, they're like
no, not genetically
No,
engineered.
they-
They just live for a very long time.
no, they. I'm pretty sure they do genetic engineering.
You're
Nights,
thinking
right?
of a different person.
Okay.
Pelia is the old lady,
Oh, oh, yeah.
the engineer.
I'm thinking of the number one for some reason. I got it mixed up. So she's like a time being, like a weird creature.
Not really. They just live. They just live a very long
I guess
time.
they just live.
So I'm gonna assume that she's gonna be like secretly the daughter of. They're gonna connect in some way, probably.
Probably,
for some fucking
yeah.
stupid reason. Anyway, she's. Oh, what a show, Max, huh?
This is rough. Yeah, I was trying to kind of read up on what the fuck happened, and my eyes glazed over, and I don't remember anything.
I don't think
still.
anything in particular. Well, you mean happened in terms of the narrative, the plot?
Yeah, like the plot or like.
Well, okay, so the
anything-
main hook of the show
yeah.
is that it's Starfleet Academy. They've restarted the school in the 32nd century after the
Yeah.
burn. Remember the burn?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it since. Hold on. How long? When did they introduce the burn? Let's see.
Season.
It's season 3, but when
Yeah.
was that? 2020. So it's been
Yeah.
6 years, 5 years about, since they introduced the concept of the burn. They didn't do anything else with it for 5 years, and now they're like, by the way, we still intend to let you know that this is the most important thing that has ever happened in the series now.
Mm-hmm.
The burn. When a dilithium baby on a dilithium planet was
Yeah.
he screamed so loud that all of the dilithium everywhere resonated and blew up at once.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that
It's
that
crippling
happened.
not only Starfleet but like anything.
The
Everywhere.
entire galaxy, yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, Burnham came and solved it in about a week.
They found it. Yeah, they found the baby.
They found the baby. They found the
put
baby.
him
Now a
on-
man,
yeah.
a dilithium man.
They put on this. They kind of just left him on the Sarus planet, whatever
yeah.
it's called, and then he's just kind of chilling, I guess. Now they're like, please don't scream again. Please don't do it. It'll blow everything up.
Well, no, I don't think it would blow everything up.
I guess
The
because
issue
he's not
is
on
that
a
he was
rig.
on the
He was on
planet
he was on
of
a rock too,
dilithium,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it like resonated
Yeah, it amplified his screams.
and sent it out to everything. So as long as he's not on that planet, then I guess it's fine.
Unless some
Anyway.
evil faction takes him back there and uses it
some
again.
kind of evil Paul Giamatti or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Who
you
knows
know.
what he's gonna do?
Exactly.
Probably nothing at the moment because he kind of immediately got beasted out in the first
Yeah.
episode after
It's-
in turn beasting on them. Anyway, main point. After the burn, Starfleet Academy is back. Holly Hunter is put in charge of it. Nala Ake, she's put in charge.
'Cause she was,
but she has a
she-
sad backstory
She
in which
discharged herself, right? She's coming
she
back to
discharged
Starfleet.
herself because she made a terrible mistake pre-burn,
Yes.
separating a mother and child, and the child ran off into a dust storm where
A
you would assume they would surely
Immediately
die.
yeah.
But they did not. In fact, they thrived in the underworld
Yeah.
of space. And then she tracks him down and says, "Your mother escaped from prison." No, sorry, not prison. They make it clear to say that because Paul Giamatti's evil character went to prison.
Yeah. She gets rehabbed.
Caleb,
like,
the
she's
boy,
like-
she
yeah.
gets sent to a rehabilitation
Yeah.
camp, whatever that means. Don't worry about it.
I-
I feel like being sent. It's just got bad vibes. The idea of being sent
Yeah.
to a camp is never good.
It's never good.
You don't want
but
to be. I would be honest. I would feel more comfortable if somebody said we're sending you to prison over we're sending you to
Yeah.
a rehabilitation camp. I would be like,
But she was supposed to
well,
get
actually, both are bad,
visits.
both are bad.
She was supposed to get visits.
She
with
was
her
supposed to
child.
get visits, but unfortunately, the tiny, stupid 6-year-old was like, "I have a better chance escaping into the
Yeah,
dust storm
'cause my
than
mum-
going to a Starfleet orphanage for like 10 years."
Before she got taken away, she screamed at him, said, "Don't believe them or don't trust them or
Trust
something
them,
like that."
because I don't
I like,
know. I don't get it because I feel,
feel
like,
like it's
maybe
the
they'll
mother's
reveal more. But Starfleet in the Discovery season 3 after the burn They made it seem like, oh, it's been really hard times, it's been really hard times. But they've never really demonstrated any of that. They've just told us that it's hard. They've just told us, like, oh, Starfleet is kind of mean now because everything's fucked up because of the burn. How are you mean? We just kind of have to be.
Because we're like hiding, remember? Because they were hiding. They literally, like, the Starfleet.
We have to be kind of bad.
Headquarters was
survive.
Like hidden in like cloak stuff, And
anyway, she feels bad for separating them. Not so much for Paul Giamatti because he's evil, intentionally evil, but also was doing something nice, but was also evil. He was he got Caleb's mother to help him hijack a ship filled with rations so that he could feed people who were hungry, because Starfleet wouldn't feed people. And then a Starfleet officer ended up getting killed, so they had to be sentenced. Paul Giamatti's going to prison. Caleb's mother is going to a camp. But he's like, he's evil, but I guess he's evil in the sense that he really, really hates Starfleet, and it's evil to hate Starfleet.
Yeah. You know what?
Not necessarily that he is performing any evil actions. In fact, he's performing, some would say, good Robin Hood actions, except he doesn't like Starfleet, and not liking Starfleet is bad.
Yeah. My twist is going to be, my prediction for a twist is that the little Caleb, at 6 years old, killed the Starfleet captain, the officer, and the mum took the fall for it.
Yeah, I could see
he's
that.
gonna be there with he's gonna fry him. He presses a button and fries him to death somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Little
Anyway,
tiny Caleb.
This is just the setup for the school and the drama that will happen in the school, because Caleb is a renegade. He's a real Han Solo type, Doesn't take anybody's shit. He's not one for regiment and order. He is instead a maverick.
He's a lone
Holly
wolf.
Hunter, Nala Ake needs to get him in shape as they both try and track down his mother. But not really, apparently. School first, and then finding your mother maybe when we're done. When we're done with the semester. I don't know. She kind of pitches it like, if you come with me, we'll find your mother. And then every time he tries to take steps to find his mother, Nala Ake is like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't you have don't you have math class right now?
Prepare for your standardized tests, because we still do those.
You should be going to fucking Nazi school, which I guess we gotta have.
We do have, which is called War College.
They have the War College.
War College, which is the worst
militaristic,
fucking.
Isn't it? They don't present it in a particularly nice way.
No,
it feels very rough. It feels very like, I thought we were better. I thought we were kind of above it. I know we have to have military training, but I thought we were above the like black suits, black boots, black armor kind of like.
Maybe it's like trying to do like regression, of like the Starfleet regression into like more violent, militaristic kind of not nation, but like faction, Yeah,
that's
like,
our show though, right?
Like you had in, remember Star Trek Enterprise, they had the Navy SEALs and you had the Starfleet, and they were like at odds, sort of thing. True. And there's the like reversal where you have the Starfleet and like a Navy SEAL faction gets kind of introduced, and they battle, and then in the end, War College is going to be, we actually kind of suck and we want to do Starfleet Academy now, or something. I don't know. We'll see.
But it's school, it's Harry Potter. Caleb is introduced to a host of friends. He has a Klingon friend who wants to be a medical officer. Can you believe that? Klingon? Big scary Klingon. And he's like, I want to heal people? What the hell?
Yeah.
Crazy. He's trying very hard to do like a Worf.
They have to. We would have to
They've
listen
done stuff to his voices.
Yeah.
They've done stuff to his voice as well, but he's very clearly trying to do a Worf impression underneath the like
voice
digital
changer
stuff they've done on top of his voice. You got Caskian. I think this is a new alien. Oh no, the Caskins are holograms. They're calling them Caskins.
Yeah.
There's a hologram lady. She's like, I mean, young. She's supposed to look 17, but obviously she's only like 5 months old.
Yeah.
So there's her. She's very quirky. She's slightly autistic coded, I would say.
She's photonic. That's what they call them. Like she says, us like we don't like to be called holograms. We're photonics because we're like
right. Yeah,
life
yeah,
being like there were like a different
made of
form of life.
photons.
Yeah, and she really wants to like kind of have a mentor relationship with our doctor from Voyager.
Yeah, well,
you know,
the Doctor returns.
Yeah.
Robert Picardo. Remember?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna like him by the end of the show because he's probably being written by stupids.
Oh, come on.
No, I know that's rude. I'm just joking, but I believe
Take it back, then.
I mean, if
Take
the
it back.
fucking I do take it back. They're
take
not
it back.
stupid. They're
Okay.
not stupid.
Okay.
But the show is very poorly written so far. So
Yeah.
I have faith that they will let me down.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we got a hologram lady. We got Kyonia. We got the British guy who's a Kyonian. He's like a lizard guy, but I'm guessing he was like, I don't want to be in lizard makeup all the time. So they were like, okay, well, what if you can just kind of turn into a guy?
You're like
as
a
well?
mystique where you can change your skin, you know, to a human.
For some reason, just your people can just do that. You can just become a guy. And he was like, yeah, okay, as long as my face is out there, that's cool.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a handsome young man. I need the work.
Yeah,
I can't be sitting here in makeup on a Star Trek show.
Yeah, I can't wear a helmet the entire time. I gotta take it off at one point, you know. But you kind of.
He's kind of the rival of Caleb. You know? He's like he's a bit of a jock.
Yeah, he was a bully. He tried to bully the Klingon. He was "Oh, your bitch little binoculars, fuck you."
Oh, your fucking virgin goggles, stupid. And he's like, my mother gave these to me before she died of space disease. And he's like, fucking your mom's a fucking stupid idiot.
If she was smart, she wouldn't have died, eh?
Your mom's a fucking wanker. We've got him. We've got the kind of
British
jockey bully.
person.
They end up being roommates as well. In fact, that's part of the thing I will get to in a minute as well. Actually, we'll keep going down. Genesis Live, Adarsha Cadet. According to Wikipedia, she's like, does she have kind of a thing? She's very
like
well put together. She's very, she's very
like
organized.
Preppy, maybe like a little
She's
bit preppy.
jokey. She's like jokey. She's friendly with everybody.
Yeah. She like
else
makes
do we
friends with the Sam.
Yep.
Like first,
We got
'cause
the
she's like
Admiral
awkward,
from Discovery coming back as well.
Yeah. Too much. I'm like, do you not have fucking a job to do? Like, fuck off.
Apparently,
and
he's just bumming.
fucking
Well, he's
away.
hanging around. He's just hanging around San Francisco.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, he loves the atmosphere of San Francisco. He's hanging around. You know.
So there's we've got Laura Thok, the Klingon Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
He's an interesting character, very clearly going to be quite a bit of a comic relief character, I guess, mostly, at least so far. She's very shouty and commanding. She's very much a drill sergeant, you know?
Yeah.
She's supposed to be like the hard character, right? Because Nala Ake is a very like, she's a little hippie, you know? She's not wearing shoes. She's very like, oh, you guys get to your essay when you get to your essay.
She sits cross-legged.
Come
in
have
her
a boba with me. You want to go get a boba tea?
Yeah,
come on.
That's true.
You feel like getting a Ractagino boba with me?
That would be pretty good, I would imagine.
I'm just a cool captain / principal.
You can talk to me. We can smoke weed in the back. Why not?
Yeah. You can chill with me.
You're like I'm kind of like a
I can hang.
captain.
I can hang.
I can hang.
Instead
of poker night in fucking, in Star Trek TNG, They have like just smoking around in bean bags and like fucking smoking weed. It's like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, Lurathok. It's fine. I'm just going down the list, really.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert is there. I was like listening to, they've got the automated voice giving announcements and stuff. It doesn't feel like something that was planned from the get-go. It feels like in post-production they were like, we need something on these cuts, when we introduce like a new scene, we need like a school announcer or something that says like, to the Klingon who parked his red BMW, come and get it. We need some guy like that. And so they got Stephen Colbert doing that. Robert Picardo, as we said, is back. Tig Notaro is in there. Jet Reno, like the best character from Discovery, I think.
Yeah.
Like probably the most salvageable character from Discovery. Jet Reno.
I would imagine, yeah. But
then on top of that, you got Paul Giamatti, who's going to play a recurring villain.
I am
gets away in the first episode, despite nearly destroying the entire ship really easily.
Yeah. All these like the new treks do seem to kind of like really struggle with writing these sort of like villains, I feel like they're just either too competent and then they just fall for like the easiest shit, like they fall for like when they tell him that he's like, Jesus Christ, they tell him that like the reactor core is, you need to go check it.
The reactor's exploding. Look at, no, you gotta get off the ship because we're gonna blow up.
He literally says that like our scanners don't pick up on anything. He's like, but what if it's real? That's literally what he said. What she says, like, but imagine if it's actually real.
Then
you
telling the truth, though, right?
Egg on your face, eh? It's like,
well, he goes to their credit. He doesn't just go, I buy it and leave. He goes and he finds Caleb and he goes, I knew it was you. He's like, I knew it was this. I knew you were tricking us.
And your mother is
my boy.
Your mother escaped. The
your
prison
mother
colony
escaped a year ago. I don't know why. I don't know anything about it anyway.
Yeah, and
no, we kind of assume that he doesn't seem to know, right?
Yeah,
it seems like he doesn't know because he doesn't bring it up, as far as I can remember. And I think you made a point to be like, oh well, what if because they blow up Paul Giamatti's ship before they get away. You were like, oh, why didn't he just say that his mother was on the ship and then they wouldn't blow it up? But then it's like, well,
yeah, he doesn't.
He probably know. Why would he know?
Yeah, exactly. Why would he know?
Anyway, the first episode is an action-packed thrill ride with incredible ship battle effects. It's incredible. They go into this zone and it's like, whoa, this space area looks awesome. Second episode has god awful effects. What happened? Yeah. Genuinely, what happened? Like, it is a TV show in 2026 should not be looking like this, surely.
And another thing I said is like, I said it was like, I don't like these robots. There's too many robots in the show.
Yeah, there's
and they look like garbage.
Little robots in the thing. And so
looks like
first
garbage.
of all, you have the referential robots.
Yeah,
you have the TNG robots that became sent that were just like little drones that they would fly. They would tell them to go do stuff, but then they became smart, so they became their own species. You got some of those just flying around every now and then. But then you also have like these stupid little cartoon robots that are flying around, zipping around all over the place, and they're not fitting into the environment because nobody. I think they maybe address them like once, but for the most part, they just feel tacked on to the scene.
Yeah, they just went like just shove stuff around these people that are wandering around in the scenes.
There was one scene in particular that had one of those little drone robots flying around it that was so poorly done, just like layered incorrectly.
Yeah,
there's a bit where
they're in the elevator.
It's Robert Picardo. It's the doctor who's like, no, not the doctor. It's who is it that's chasing
not-
around.
It's Picardo and the
No, like-
captain, right?
Is it the doctor who's chasing her around trying to tell her something and she keeps trying to like
No,
get away
she's
from him?
It's the other way around. She's chasing him around, and he's switching seats. I think, right?
No,
and
no,
no,
it's
is
not.
it
No.
not? Is it her? I
She's
don't
on the
remember, man.
iPad and she keeps trying to. I'm pretty sure it's the doctor. Either way,
Yeah.
she keeps switching seats because he's sitting next to her and talking like right into her, and she
Yeah,
tries
yeah.
to move over to another seat. And for some reason, they decided this gag isn't funny enough, or it doesn't make any sense. So let's add a robot in post that nobody addresses,
Yeah,
and she keeps like pushing around by trying to sit where they're sitting. But
Yeah.
it's so poorly added on. The layering is atrocious. She is clipping into her.
Yeah.
The physical space doesn't make any sense because of it, and it's atrocious. There are CGI whales that look like garbage.
they look like they basically took the models that they use as like for the animation, and they replace them later with like a higher quality model for the final render.
It looks like
It's-
it looks like it's unfinished. It looks
Yeah.
unfinished.
And it's like
And
like
maybe
a
it is.
scene
Maybe the
where it's
episodes
like,
will get updated on Paramount Plus just to have like the better effects at some point. So they'll be like, "Fuck it, we're just putting this out onto our streaming service. We can update it whenever we want."
that would be
gives
pretty
a
funny
fuck?
if that's the case, but I would imagine probably
There's
not.
that. There's a big rock alien from the Nickelodeon
Oh
kids
yeah,
show.
we
But
haven't watched
They
that.
haven't
unfortunately.
redesigned him at all. It looks like they've literally taken the model from the animated series and just put it in this TV show.
Was he practical or was he not?
No, he was. It was a cartoon.
Okay,
it
it
was
was a
literally the cartoon from the cartoon. Just dropped it into this. Like, hey, yeah, there you go. Just put him right there.
Yeah,
Fuck it. Why not?
yeah. Let's just have him at the foreground, do like a line drop, and then it's like,
We'll just have him walk across screen.
Yeah.
And be like, I love being on a cartoon.
yeah,
Boof, 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 boof. Walking
Yeah.
across screen. And nobody will ever draw attention to it because it's just some random bullshit they added in post. And, okay, and the worst part, Mixed, is that I really don't want us to come across like we're chuds.
yeah. That's the unfortunate part, isn't
Because
it?
although this show is really bad,
None
one
of
the
it has
prime
to-
voices
yeah.
is culture war people being like, why did they put women in the TV show?
Yeah,
And I
Too
want to
many
be clear.
women.
I love everybody in this TV show. I love them. I think they should all be in the TV show.
Yeah,
I think that they should get a better directors and writers because this shit fucking sucks. This
Yeah.
show is so boring. These first two episodes were so boring. At least with like even Discovery, even Picard, like usually the first episode or two are usually not good, but they're engaging, right?
mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
at least watch them and go like, oh, this is an interesting hook. Oh, this is, oh, where could this be going? They put in like a mystery box or something that makes you go, ooh, what could this be? Fucking One Piece treasure or some shit in Discovery. At least you're like, I wonder what the hell is going to be at the end of this.
yeah.
This is just like, holy fuck, it's so boring from the
It's
get-go. The
boring.
dialogue is so corny and atrocious, man.
Yeah.
And there's no good hook. They just want the hook to be like, it's a quirky school, right?
Yeah, there's quirky, full of quirky characters, and it's just there's so many things that are just poorly done. Like you said, the 3D, the VFX. I just couldn't stand the music that
The
was
sets
playing.
are super over-designed and
Yeah.
ugly.
The music was just
music.
killing me. Like I
Because
said,
you
it was
talked
like
about this in Discovery, and I didn't notice it too much at first, but after you pointed it out, I was like, yeah, this is actually really getting on my nerves now. Is that everything has every single thing is music. Used to be Star Trek as a TV show, you would have a score against certain moments for impact, but for the most part, it would just be people talking. This is a TV show where people are talking,
in this
if
show.
it gets there's some action and it picks up a bit, or it gets
Yeah.
emotional and it starts to play something like like
emphasis,
tugs at your
basically.
heartstrings for emphasis.
Yeah.
But they don't stop playing music in Discovery, and it feels like they've cranked it up even more in this show.
There is like this scene when the second episode where he's Caleb is talking to this like princess, whatever, and they're like walking around campus, and it's playing like this fucking Sims 2-esque like fucking music, and I'm like. And it's so loud. It's just so fucking loud, and I'm like trying to listen to it, and I can't. Like, it's so weird. Like, I struggle to understand what they're saying. Like, I was so distracted, and it's gonna continue. There's gonna be more of that in this show, and I know it. I don't know. That's the worst part, right? You see those things like the bad CGI. You see this, and you're like. This isn't going to pick up. Like, there isn't going to be a, like you said, the thing with like the poor timing on the like CG animation stuff, the compositing and stuff, and you're like, this is just going to be the rest of the show. Like, it has to be.
It's just really poorly put together, you know, and you can tell from that it's like it's not going to pick up.
Yeah,
these are the episodes that need to be big. These are the episodes that need to be high quality, because it's like. Once you get to the middle, that's when you sort of, at the middle end, that's when you start to go, okay, people are pretty invested. You can start to maybe pull back a little bit. Start to, like, do stuff that's maybe a bit simpler as we lead up to, like, a big finish or something. But it's like, even from the very first 2 episodes, the drop in quality from the effects in the first one to the second one are just so steep.
Yeah,
really
like
really bad stuff.
Like, I genuinely think the reason why it was like the first episode stuff was somewhat decent looking, the space stuff, is because they already had those assets. They already had those things pre-made, and all like the dumb fucking whales were just like, oh, you just put it together. You go to Unreal Store or whatever and fucking download one, you know? I don't know. It's there's this one that I was like so obsessed with. I was like, I rewinded like 3 times where there was like this cut where he's talking to the princess the first time they meet, and she passes him his coat or something. And there's like this weird morphing from cut to cut. Like we were trying to like figure out why.
They've either combined 2 shots together, or they've cut out time in the middle and tried to like digitally stitch them together so there's not so much of a jump.
And it
does look straight. Once you catch it, it looks strange.
It feels strange, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on in this show?"
There's some weird lighting. I remember you pointing out the lighting in the Jet Reno scene when she's teaching that class is really, really bad. Jet Reno is like fucking blasted with like super bright light for some reason, and everybody else is like being hit with the same sort of light, but it's so like it's a lot less.
She's like being blinded in the eyes. Like, it's literally, you see like the streak of light across her face, and it's like, it's so weird because it's like, of course they're inside a green screen, right? So they have to kind of like plan this stuff, but it's just not well planned, you know, because it's supposed to be a glass like dome or whatever that class that they were in, so they just couldn't pull it off. Like, they couldn't do it, you know, they couldn't do the lighting for that thing. They were trying to do something extra, right? Let's do like the hard light on her, and just completely failed at it, you know. And I wonder if that, you know, the second episode they had the liquid, the dumb liquid they give them.
I was just thinking about that, man. They had this whole thing explaining what this liquid does and stuff, and then they didn't do anything with it.
They were like,
they were like, oh, if you get any of this goo on you, it like makes another person, and that person is like toxic or something. And then Caleb gets the gunk on
him.
And then they just spray it off, and it's like, oh, okay.
And then like, and I'm like thinking, because it's like the class is like, it's like a reference to like, oh, here's an egg, you know, it's like a child, take care of it, you know. Show that you're responsible. You can be responsible for a thing, you know. And I'm like, is this going to go anywhere? Like, is this now that the episode finished the way it finishes, I'm like, is this gonna even get acknowledged? Like, is there gonna be a resolution to, or was it literally just we needed to spray something on him at one point to get him to mad, because he goes mad. He becomes mad, and he tries to get
dressing down by Jet
Yeah.
Reno, because
Yeah.
Jet Reno is teaching them about. I can't fucking remember, but he's sitting in the back of the class being like, I don't need to know any of this. I already learned all of this in the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And she does a thing of like, oh, you're such a tough guy, come up and teach us then. And then he gets up there and he can't do shit. And she's like, you're a fucking wanker, mate. And then class dismissed, and then he gets goo chucked on him. And that's A's at that point. He's like, I quit school. Fuck school.
Yeah.
I'm going to run away, and you're all going to be so mad. You're going to be so upset because I ran away. And then I'm just getting into the plot now, but
it's rough.
There's too much as well to talk about. It's like, and we would have needed to dedicate the whole episode just to go into all the shit we didn't like.
Take more
but generally,
notes.
this show fucking sucks, but we're brave. Me and Max are both brave, and we will continue to watch it.
We would have to take more kind of like more notes and to remember all this stuff that we were found weird about the show, but like at the same time, is it worth it? Like, you know, like, is it worth discussing and analyzing this show that much, even though we're a Star Trek but it's like, it's at the same time, it's like, I really don't feel like putting in the time to do this. Like, it's not gonna change anything. Like, it's no one's gonna care about anything, you know. It's so weird. It's a shame. It's a real shame, you know. And I guess the prediction of like it's gonna be like Euphoria, but in Star Trek, I guess not really coming through, right? It's more like,
no, it's not like Euphoria. It feels like this is the thing I wanted to bring up earlier. Is that I think they. No, I don't know if it's Euphoria so much, but it's like what they want is shipping. I think they really want shipping. I think they really want to get money by making a bunch of possible love interests with each other. Because it's like they kind of feel like they try and establish some, but they establish too many to the point that I'm like, I think they're trying to give too much to hoping like, oh, we want people to write fan fiction about this. We want people to write rivals to lovers, you know, of Caleb and fucking the other one, Darum. Oh, they hate each other, but they've been put in the same fucking dorm room together.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, but also Darum likes fucking. It seems like Darum likes Genesis, and Genesis maybe Genesis likes Caleb. Caleb likes Genesis, but also Sam, and also what if Caleb likes Jaden the Klingon, because they kind of got a thing going on, right? Everybody.
Yeah.
And it makes me go, shut up. This show.
Is that something that makes it that? And that's the thing is that something that you can make a show off of, you can make money off of, really? Is that like something that can
they want to try?
I feel like that's just like comes from being somewhat a good show, right? It's like nothing just
natural. I don't think you don't even need to be a good show. It happens to bad shows all the time too. It might happen to this a good amount. The issue is that this feels more insidiously trying to do, you know,
manufactured.
Much more. Yeah. They want the heated rivalry. They want the fucking Wednesday shit. They want all of these shows that are kind of young adult shows, young adult genre shows that they want people to be talking about and engaging with online with fan content. They want people to be writing fan fiction and drawing artwork and stuff, and they're probably looking at it going, well, the most fan interaction you get is through shipping, you know? People want to write and draw shit about people being in love so we can do half the fucking work, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, the show sucks.
Like, and then people at the end of the season are like, my ship is that's the one. They picked that one. I won, you know?
The main thing as well, I just wonder is like, dude, would because that's the part that I can't speak to. I can't be like, I don't like this show, because somebody could say, well, it's not for you, right? It's for young adults. It's for teens.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just the cynic in me, you know? Maybe it's the pessimist in me.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't think teens would like this show.
yeah, like
Even the nerdiest Star Trek teens, I feel like, would watch this and be like, "This dialogue is terrible."
yeah,
It's
like
so bad.
I don't know who it represents because it does reek of like 40-year-old
kinda
fucking
all over
like
the place.
millennials writing teenagers, or whatever, and it's like it's rough. I don't know. We'll continue watching the show.
I'll continue
probably.
watching it, even though the Captain Nala 8 pisses me off. No problem with Holly Hunter as a performer, and I've never been one to be too like, oh, they're too informal in Discovery, Oh, Discovery, they're too informal. It's like The Office or something, and they're all friends. But I don't want that. I want them to be friends like they were in TNG, which is to say, kind of like office friends.
Yeah.
But Nala Ake, sit normally. You need to sit on the chair properly. Everybody here is here to do a job. Everybody's getting paid to be here. You cannot sit like that on your fucking chair. There's a captain's chair. You need some decorum. You can't walk around without shoes on.
And another thing is just like, you got all these characters, you got the bridge crew. How much focus is going to be on them? All of them are named.
It's like they introduced like her bridge crew, but then they also introduced all these kids, and it's like, so there's going to be a whole, there's like a main core cast of children, but then also kind of a core cast of bridge crew, and then also a core cast of teachers who aren't bridge crew.
Yeah, it's like too much. How are they going to do this?
And the second episode introduced 2 new students.
Yeah, that's also moved into the door. Like the brother of the princess moved into the dorm.
He's in the dorm with Caleb and Darum. Yeah. And then also the girl, not at their main school, but is also in the school.
She went to the War College instead.
Max, let's talk about the Pit season 2.
No.
How many other ways can we say Starfleet Academy so far sucks complete shit?
No. We probably find more as we watch the show, or we get pleasantly surprised somehow.
The one thing I'm looking forward to is that we don't have to watch 2 episodes.
It was very funny to have been watching the show with Ben, and Ben being the most angry and disinterested in anything I think I watched with Ben before. Like he was mad. Like you could feel the madness.
When we would watch Discovery and stuff, when we watched fucking Strange New Worlds, even though it was bad, I can get into it because it's funny to watch something bad with a friend,
Yeah.
But I just couldn't remain focused because this shit was so boring.
Yeah, I would be like,
this shit was so boring and corny, man.
There was more.
You'd be like, that robot looked like shit, and I'd be like, huh?
Yeah, and you were on your phone.
to rewind it to show me the robot, and I'd be like, oh, yeah,
it looks like garbage. Yeah,
you're right. However, the Pit season 2 is very good so far.
Yeah.
Remaining on form of the first season.
Yeah.
Good so far.
We'll probably talk about it tangentially, because I would imagine that I can imagine some of these episodes are going to be like, yeah, we have nothing to say about this. Like, we have nothing to say about this show. Nothing happened. Nothing interesting happened. It sucked or whatever.
But in the Pit?
No, in the Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I don't know if I'd ever say. It'd be an episode where it's like, oh yeah, not too much happened, but I wouldn't be like, this episode sucked. This episode was fucking shit.
Yeah.
You never know.
But we'll see. Anyway, I guess we'll see you next week.
Yep. Don't watch Starfleet Academy, but continue listening to us talk about Starfleet Academy for the next 8 weeks, I guess, right? 2 months. 2 months.
It's 10 episodes.
2 months. Yeah. We're 2 down.
March 12th is the final episode.
Ooh.
We'll make it. At least we don't have to be at war.
No, they. You know where they have to be in war? Victory Gundam. I've been watching back on Victory Gundam. Those children are in war. If you've enjoyed this episode
on them.
of Dead, and no, not good on them, bro.
Well, it will, it will create good
rough
times
stuff.
because they'll become hard men and people,
Every single season of Gundam is about a war that takes place shortly after the last one. So I don't think they're making any good times in that show. If you've enjoyed this episode of Dead Ensigns, you can listen to us more on whatever you're listening. To be honest, you can listen if you're already listening to it. Whatever you're listening to it on is where you'll be able to find more of us. I don't know why every week I specify places, because you're probably listening to it on one specific place and have been listening to it on one specific place.
He could have. The thing about it is as someone that could be listening to this could have just found an MP3 of it.
True. Yeah, it could happen. Like a message in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. A thumb drive in a
bottle. Well, if you're
bottle.
listening on an MP3 that was in a thumb drive in a bottle in the ocean, then you can find more episodes on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Deezer, Podbean, Podcast
Geezer.
Addicts, Freaks.com. Star Trek Fans United .web. You'll be able to find it there.
Chuds.com, I guess now, because
now we're on Chuds.com. We're not allowed to leave.
Oh, no. Yeah, they just put our content on there. We can't do anything about it.
And all of those places will let you probably save the podcast or subscribe in some way, like, review. We appreciate positive ones. And some will even let you comment. You can leave a comment and check it out if we see it.
You can influence. It's like a video game. You can influence our choices later on down the line from what you say to us.
Max will remember that.
Yeah, I will. And at night, I'm sleeping at night, my eyes wide open. I was like, what did he just say? What did that comment say?
But you can also check us out on YouTube, where you can like, comment, and subscribe. But if you don't want to comment in any of those places, you can go to deadensigns@gmail.com. That's deadensigns@gmail.com. Have a beautiful week. We're going to talk about the next episode of Starfleet Academy next week, and it's going to be so good.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.